Hello everyone, I'm Todd Stevens.
And I'm Ross Merriam.
And you're watching the Versus Series on StarCityGames.com. So we're back for Standard here on Thursday, and yesterday, Ross, you won, but it was only 2-1.
Yeah,
and I did not play that match too well. I didn't mulligan very well.
Yeah, punished by a loose keep there in game 3, but you did. In one sense, you got on the scoreboard. You got a game.
Yeah.
But you still haven't won a match. So the week is already mine. We're going to see if you can win these last two, because you 4-1 me the last time we played. So I got to get at least one of these last two to even that up. But if I get both of them, then I'm ahead.
This is the first time I think that you've ever beaten me in the Verse Series. Because I think the other times were like
just the 5 games?
Well, yeah, the 5 games of Mini Masters.
Okay.
Yeah, like the other ones were the Mini Masters.
Yeah, I'm not.
Yeah.
You're pretty good at the Mini Masters.
Right.
The Dragons will talk to your packs.
You've had the luck this week, though. It's been...
The luck? You mean the best decks? Green, white slivers, vintage hollow one.
Yeah. Just Black Lotus awesome. Every opening hand.
Only
your slivers.
2 out of...
Just always have 3 lands and just all creatures and like lead a stampede and like no more lands.
Yeah, I made a 4th land drop there in one game.
Yeah.
I did keep a 4-lander that game, but I made 4 land drops.
Down the play 2 of the last 3. So
yeah, we are.
I feel good about both my standard and my no banless modern decks though. I'm feeling good. I'm a little rejuvenated. Got the jacket off, feeling good.
Okay. No business now.
It's a little warm in here. So
I am playing a standard deck that is pretty popular. It's a known quantity, but it's a deck I'm not sure why it's good. I don't think it's good, but I want to play with it a bit to see if why I'm wrong.
Okay. Yeah, and so we'll talk more about our decks after the match here too, because we're leading up into the Pro Tour. So I want to talk a little standard, kind of leading up to that. For us, you've already seen the Pro Tour, of course, but
yeah, we have not.
We have not yet.
All right, we're going to Yahtzee roll to go first. We're doing this all week, and I've got some 2s.
I want a Yahtzee.
I got a 3rd 2, pulled ahead.
Come on, Yahtzee. All right,
so I need a 2 here. Win the tiebreaker, 6 to. Oh no, I got a 4th 2.
Yeah, just the 4th 2.
That makes sense.
Yeah, just the 4th.
I thought this hand's mana was going to be really awkward because I have to use this hub early, but I have another source of energy, so I'm good.
Yep, mine has removal, card advantage.
Okay,
that's what my deck does.
I have a swamp.
Ooh, I have a swamp.
That's lucky. Ooh.
Let's see what your next one is. Let's see how long I can match you.
Does Todd have a fatal push? Okay, I'm going to make a green and play a Land or Elves.
Okay.
Pass.
Push.
Yeah, obviously. Now I'm in an awkward spot.
Etherborn.
Okay, well, I also have a push.
Oh, no. We're just getting pushed over here.
Pass the turn. Really needed a 3rd land here.
Well, I have a 3rd land and a treasure map.
Sure.
Go.
Pass. Well, this is not going well.
Scry. I'm just looking for lands. I don't need my 4th ballista. I already got the other ones. Upkeep. I think we'll just go ahead and scry again. It's not a land, but it's a good 2-drop. But I think I just want land, so I'm going to chip, draw. There's a land now. All right, I'll play one of these ballistas out.
That's fine.
Good.
Pass the turn.
All right, upkeep, scry 3rd time. Now we're looking for, I'm going to ship the land to the bottom now, because now we're really looking for like our planeswalkers.
Some treasures.
To start winning the game. Land drop, go to combat. I want to put a counter on it.
I'm at 18.
Go ahead.
Go to discard.
Wow. Finally, the luck's come, again, just like hitting Ross right in the face.
I need mana, but that Land or Elves is just not looking too great against a Walking Ballista.
Not too great at all.
I guess this is what Todd needs to do to win games.
Yep. All right. I don't even think I need I don't even need like the treasures or anything. I'm just going to double pump Ballista. So pump once, pump again.
Okay.
Combat.
I'm at 14.
14. Go. I'm just finishing off the game. Because Ross is basically at 10 with the Ballista here.
Okay, well, I did find a 3rd land. And so now Todd's going to be able to double pump next turn and bring me to 8, and then double pump the following turn and make me dead. So does that mean I want to play one of these to prevent that? If I play this, I have to draw a land next turn to not be dead. I guess I can do this, but then it gets to attack, so that would also not be good enough. You have 3 cards?
Yep. And they're all great.
Thing is, like, if I play this, Todd just kills it, like double pumps again, attacks me for 3. I'm at 11. Like, I'm pretty dead the following turn anyway. So I should probably just go with a risky line and get 2 energy.
Okay.
You can go. Where's my Jacob Baugh? There you are, Jacob.
All right, go to combat.
Yep.
Attack. I'm gonna pump once.
Okay, I go to 9.
Yep.
Did you want to tap the treasure map to pump the ballista and to play this Dread Shade?
I should have. Maybe I should have pumped twice. Whatever. All right, playing a Karn.
Sure.
Getting a Construct. Go.
I
should
would
just pump twice.
Love to draw a Fatal Push here. That's interesting. Huh. What do I do here? If I knew this at the ballista, you just get me for 4. This construct is then a 2/2. You can make another construct on your turn. It's a 3/3, and I'd be able to live unless you have another artifact in your hand. You have 3 cards. Or I can go to kill the Karn. Gain 3 life. That'll bring me to 12. I'm still very dead to Todd's attack, so I'd have to play this. I do think dealing with the Karn is important, so yeah, I'm going to go with that line. I'm going to play a Constrictor.
Okay.
I'm going to play a hub and get 2 energy.
Yep.
I am going to activate Harvester and attack your Karn.
No blocks.
I will pay an energy to...
I'm going to push it.
Push it real good. That is a thing. So I can go with this now, and Todd could trade his ballista to keep his Karn around, but if he just lets me gain 5, I'm at 14, and this is an attack that's a lethal attack. So I guess I have to let this happen. That's unfortunate. And you having another push there was pretty bad for me. I'm at 9, so right now if you just have a land, you make this a 7, goes to 4, you minus this, so I can't beat a land now, or a removal spell, or another ballista. But whatever, well, I guess we'll do what we can do. I'll go to 1 energy, play another Constrictor and pass.
Well, I'm ballista flooded over here. So we're going to 6, we'll play ballista, kill that.
Yeah, attack me for 7 and
Construct.
Yeah, attack me for 8.
And then ping 5. Yeah.
Yep. Hey, we're here for sideboarding. On my side, I'm bringing out a lot of creatures that are weak to onboard ballistas. I'm going to leave in my Llanowar Elves because I'm on the play. I might think about bringing them out on the draw. It's a pretty tricky matchup. Definitely not one I'm experienced with. This mono black deck can sort of go either way. It's a little bit aggressive. We got early creatures, so I kind of want fatal pushes, but they also have a bunch of like removal spells and Karns and stuff, so maybe discard spells are good, or like my grindy anti-control cards. I'm basically trying to treat Todd like a mid-range deck where I'm not going full on either way. I'm bringing a little bit of removal here and a few more robust threats, but not pushing myself too hard towards either extreme. But I'm bringing out cards that I think are going to be weaker top decks for cards that are better top decks, which is also really important.
Yeah, I'm kind of just doing the same thing here. I'm not going I'm not bringing in Bloodfast as addresses, stuff like that. Even though I could see like the games being really grindy and long, and I could see like having a duress hit like a Vraska or something being like really key. I'm basically just wanting, I mean, I love this card that I'm taking out, but I just want my deck to be better against Thrashing Brontodon and like the naturalized effects that Ross may have in his deck here. So I'm just kind of going with, so I'm basically trying to go from that angle of kind of sideboarding a little differently because of like how I think Ross may be sideboarding. And just bringing in more removal, and I'm bringing in one of my 2 of this card as like an answer if I'm like really behind, but I hopefully don't have to play that card ever.
Just ever in my life.
Yeah.
And we are here for game 2. I'm on the play, and my hand is a little bit land heavy, but we have a strong early curve, so I'm going to keep.
I'm kind of the opposite. Definitely land heavy also, but I don't have anything to do on turn 1 or 2. This is the kind of stuff like Modern, I have no chance of like ever keeping anything like this, but it's standard. It's a little slower. Especially post board, if Ross, isn't too fast, we can win. But this, this is definitely a hand that could lose. We're hopefully fill out our curve on our draw steps.
Okay. Well, I'm pretty confident this Llanowar Elf is going to live then.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty dead then. Go ahead.
But
Llanowar Elf is definitely the worst possible thing that my hand could see.
Attack for 1.
19.
I will pass a turn.
Go ahead.
I will play a Ballista on 2.
Okay.
Pass a turn.
Okay, now we've drawn another 3 drops. We have an option here.
What is your 3 drops other than Dreadshade?
What's something else? So Dreadshade could get just Contempted and everything, but I don't know if that's that bad. I think
you're pretty happy if I'm using Contempt on a Dreadshade.
I think I'm gonna Doomfall your hand.
Okay, well, that makes sense. I wish you had Dreadshaded because I have Chupacabra, but
go ahead.
Well, I will put a counter here and attack for 4.
All right.
Get you 15?
Yep.
Pass turn.
All right, now we're on Dreadshade duty. Go ahead.
Wow. I'm drawing a lot of lands.
Same. This is the only non-land I've drawn so far this game.
I will play a Ballista on 3.
Okay.
And pass the turn.
That's a good draw step. Good draw step. Push.
3 to you.
All right, so I'm down to 12.
Yep.
Now, I kind of want to play this card, but then this lets Ballista just die. Which I think, actually, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and I want to play this Karn.
Okay. What are we doing with that Karn?
We're ticking up.
That's what I thought. You can have a swamp.
Good.
Oh, that wasn't the best of draws. So if I activate this, kill the Dreadshade, I can only attack the Karn for 2. Bring it to 4, and Todd can then get his Ballista played on 3. And that would be pretty good. But I don't really know what other option I have. You have 4 cards?
Yep.
Couldn't I just play the Dreadshade on 3? Like a normal person.
That's why I'm sitting here, Ross.
That's why you're sitting here down 3-0 in the week. By not being a normal person.
Yep.
That's probably true.
It's about to be 3-1. I have this game in the bag.
Do you?
Yep.
You said the only non-land you've drawn is this.
That's true.
So you just have a bunch of lands in your hand.
Yep.
That's probably not very good.
It's going to be good enough. My lands are sweet.
I guess it's actually going to be best for me. Oh, yeah. This is the right play. I'm going to put a counter here and then attack Karn.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's way better.
Yeah.
I guess I should attack with both, because if you just chump, I'll be happy to, to get that Karn. And I'll pass.
All right, tick up.
Yep. You can get a swamp. So I know you have 2 swamps in hand.
All right, I'm going to Stronghold to add 5. I'm going to Vile Offering to kill that and get my Dreadshape back.
4 to the Karn.
That was my only non-land, was this Vile Offering. But I did that whole play just because I knew that I was getting the Dreadshape back. So like that's why I played the Karn out and everything. All right, go ahead.
So you have no non-lands in your hand? Or maybe one, I guess?
Yeah, maybe one.
Well, I'm going to play a Ballista on 3 and kill this.
Well, that's unfortunate.
And then I'll play a Siphoner and get energy.
Well, that's really unfortunate.
Pass the turn. It was my turn to be Ballista flooded this game. All lands? And I'm glad I found the line last turn. That set up everything. Otherwise, I was really dead.
At 20?
I am at 20, and you're at 12.
All right, I think we're just racing. Attack.
Oh, gee. How much mana do you make?
9. We're racing.
Yeah, no blocks.
Okay.
Well, you want me to take 12? Probably not. You need to leave at least 1. Otherwise, I can just trade Ballista on your next turn.
I'm going to add...
That adds 6.
6. Use 4. And... Contempt. I think I just want to get Ballista out of here. The Siphoner is kind of a problem, and I get to actually gain life if I get rid of the Siphoner. But like the Siphoner is not going to be another problem until like 2 turns from now.
I agree. I think the Ballista is actually more of a problem.
Yeah.
So I'll ping you in response.
So I'm 11.
So you have 2 floating
2,
now.
3, 4, 5. Yeah, I mean I could. So if I leave, so it's definitely at least 4, so that's 7. If I leave 1, you can't just top deck a. No, you can still top deck a Ballista and kill it unless I leave 2. I'd have to leave 2 to make sure you can. We've already used 3 Ballistas. We're just going.
Just going for it. So I take 8.
Take 8, go to 12. And then this is definitely lethal next turn because I can attack for 12 next turn. So.
Well, you have a land in your hand, which makes 2 more mana. So even if you leave 2 up, it's lethal next turn.
Yep.
Okay. That at least insulates me from dying to a removal spell. So I'm going to play Rishkar, get counter on Siphoner Rishkar because I plan to chump with this elf and attack you for 3, get an energy.
Yep, down to 8.
Pass the turn.
Attack. Yep.
Ugh.
Go.
Okay, I will go to 11.
Yep.
Draw for turn.
These Dread Changes are sweet.
Pass. You know it's not sweet. Drawing 9 lands.
Combat.
Block both.
All right, before damage, I guess just we'll do 1 pump, 1 pump. All right, and then this adds a lot.
8.
Just gonna play this. I don't have any creatures to get back, so we're just gonna mill 2 and make a zombie. Zombie. Ooh, 2 gifted Etherborns. All right, good.
You're at 8.
Yep.
Oh, my 4th Ballista is a little bit short.
If 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, you got 4 there.
Yeah, if one of the 2 lands on the previous turn had been a spell, and I keep this around,
yeah,
I guess I'm still short because this only attacks for 3, and then I would have been 1 short.
If you drew Ballista last turn, yeah, because I could have blocked the Rishkar. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the Rishkar has to. Yeah, Rishkar and something have to chump these still.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess if I had drawn like a removal spell instead, that's what I really needed. I needed a Chupacabra or a Contempt.
Yep.
Really.
Dreadshades looked awesome.
Well, yeah,
That's awesome.
They're very good against someone who doesn't draw a single removal spell. Granted, this deck's a little light on removal, so.
All right, and we're on the board. So
Yeah,
got one.
really officially on the board now.
Yeah, I told you felt pretty good about my standard and my no banless modern decks. Feel pretty good about these two decks. This mono black deck, I've been playing it in some leagues, like kind of recently online. It's pretty sweet. I really like it.
Yeah, though, I mean, I think the black removal is in a really good spot right now.
Yep.
We're at a point where there's so much enchantment removal because everybody's been playing white removal that Contempt is just so good to permanently exile.
And like Chain Whirler's like keeping the format from not going too wide. Chain Whirler and Ballista. So like just like having singular removal like push and Contempt and stuff has just been really good.
And then a couple. Usually the hole there is like the Glorybringer kind of cards, and Cast Down helps there. Not a great removal spell, but fine as 1 or 2 copies, which I'm sure is the number that's in your deck.
I have 0, I think. But
You played one in a game, didn't you?
that was on Monday. I played one.
Oh yeah.
Not in these, but the other card that I'm kind of thinking about trying out over a Liliana that I've playing against some other black like mid-range control decks. They've had like the Eldest Reborn, that 5-mana enchantment, the Saga. That looks pretty sweet because it's also just like the first one's just sack a creature or planeswalker with like not going wide. Like that's usually hit something good, and then they discard a card, and then you get to like get anything back from any graveyard, like the Yawgmoth's Vial offering.
Yeah,
thing.
just a really good effect for mid-range battles when you just want really powerful cards. So that's a card that'll generate significant card advantage, especially if you can get good value out of the front half.
Yeah.
Or the front third.
Right. Yeah. The first saga, the first chapter.
The first chapter of the saga.
But, so we haven't seen the Pro Tour yet. Y'all at home have already seen what's happened. This was what my article that came out last Thursday was about, of like just like the decks I think could be well positioned. And I do think that like the black mid-range, like all the black removal is really good. There could be a black mid-range or control deck. I don't know if it's blue-black or white-black or
a bigger version of a Constrictor deck or black-white if somebody figures out a different build there.
I've seen some people on Moto playing like this kind of deck, but then also splashing green a little bit for like Hour Promise. So you just like, Hour Promise in this, and you have your Thrashing Brontodons and your Vraskas,
You don't get to play Dreadshade at that point. But
right, yeah, you're not playing Dreadshade.
Brontodon's a really nice one.
Yeah, and you get your Arch for Araska and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah. As for the Constrictor deck, some weak draws there, like keep a 2-lander in game 1, don't hit a 3rd land, and then I kept a 4-lander in game 2 and drew 3 or 4 lands in a row to start. Yeah. So some frustrating draws. A pretty key play for you to Doomfall there on turn 3 instead of letting me get the Chupacabra down. I think I win the game sort of going away if I get that down. It's a lot harder for you to keep the Karn around at that point, but that's the way it goes. I needed a removal spell in there at some point. Like a Vraska would have been great. Even a Verdurous Scarehulk would have been good. Just need to draw more spells. I did have some good mana sinks in drawing a bunch of the Ballistas. So that was nice when I was flooded.
Drew all of them.
Yeah, I drew all 4, but not enough there. And that's just the way it goes sometimes.
Yeah, I think like the Constrictor deck looks to be pretty well positioned. I am a little worried about its red-black matchup. I think like red-black's kind of doing the same type of aggro mid-range type thing, but red-black can kind of go under it a little bit.
And has pretty good removal against it. Like
with their
Disintegration's good, Abrade's good, Spray is good now because they have Elf, they have Siphoner. You can tag a Jade Light Ranger.
Yeah, and you also have the Chain Whirlers for those cards.
Yes, exactly. So that's one of the reasons why I see a lot of it online still, and I was a little worried about it. It's also a deck that's very sensitive with its draws. It doesn't have a lot of card manipulation. It really wants to curve out. It doesn't have a lot of ways to mitigate flood. It's really Ballista. There's 1 Vraska. So those draws, while you may just chalk it up to being unlucky, those draws really hurt that deck if you stumble at all or if you flood at all more than they do other decks, because you have less play to manipulate your draws to not have it happen and less play to mitigate their deleterious effects. So that's just a lot of reasons why I'm not a big fan of Constrictor decks. Certainly didn't see anything today to change my mind, but I don't know. Maybe there's something I'm missing and it does really well at the Pro Tour and I just look really foolish right now. Regardless,
probably not.
Yeah, probably not. Just be fine.
Yeah. I don't think it's going to be too. I don't think it's going to be too prevalent at the Pro Tour.
Okay.
I think red-black's going to be like the major deck. I think that's going to definitely be the most popular with blue-white coming in number 2. I think those are going to be like the 2.
I agree.
And I think no matter what the people play, they got to have like blue-white on their minds.
Yes.
for sure.
Yeah, but I think it's really hard to find a deck that beats both blue-white and red-black. That's the squeeze of the format. But if that is the squeeze, if blue-white preys on red-black, which is what the common wisdom is, we should see a shift and blue-white do really, really well. The thing is, red-black has just been so popular on Moto that I don't think, I think other decks have been allowed to thrive as a result of that, but the Pro Tour should change that. But we'll know that by now.
Yep. All right, so thanks for watching, everyone. Tomorrow, we got the most important video of the day. We got No Ban List Modern tomorrow. So that's leading up into the Open, which is the next day after that. So 2 days from now is the No Ban List Modern Open, an entire Open for No Ban List Modern.
Yeah, so you can watch all our sweet coverage or show up and play day one of the Invitational, play what we got going on Friday, and then go get some dinner, go back to your hotel room, or if you're in the area, go back to wherever you live. You can watch our video that goes up that Friday, get prepared for your No Ban List Modern Open if that's what you were playing on Saturday. Because we got 2 sweet decks, I'm sure. Every deck in No Ban List is sweet.
My deck's definitely really sweet. Is your deck sweet? Yeah. Okay. Oh, man. So this is going to be a good video.
I brewed it myself.
All right. I think this video is going to be so good, it's going to be worth like 2 wins. So I think this one's probably just
you're playing for the tie.
Yeah.
You know, I'm going to say that's not the case. The week's already wrapped up. I've got nothing to play for, but I really want to get that 4-1 to even out the last 4-1.
All right, so come on back tomorrow for some sweet No Ban List Modern action. For Ross Merriam, I'm Todd Stevens. Thanks for watching the Versus series here on StarCityGames.com.